retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Breathe just like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Hey, you didn't see an intro. You saw this. Good evening, kindred and kind. Welcome to tonight's episode of Near Dark Society's V5, Chicago by Hellfire Chronicle. Tonight is episode 19, titled Wrath of the Black Hand. You good there?
John's fired.
All right. So is Justin.
So is Justin.
Now, we are at the semi-season finale for next week. Next Monday will be the final episode for this season. Do not worry, though. We have seen that a lot of you have definitely enjoyed this chronicle. Have enjoyed these characters and the story that we've been telling. So don't fear. There will be another season of Hellfire. We are also...
Only if you send us $500,000.
Or
Else
hold
you'll
the
never
show
see it
ransom.
again.
And
Yeah.
25 cents.
That is an
John, 25
astronomical amount. Yeah, guys,
You gotta.
John's tab is racking up. All right, he
shoot for
charges $1,000 an hour. We haven't made a single dime. Okay. Anyways, yes. So we know that a lot of people have been wanting to have this chronicle continue, which is something we do plan on doing. However, as stated, I'm kind of just gonna bring this up through the next few episodes. is that we do plan on filming some Captain Camarilla, maybe the return of some old Chronicle 1 characters in some little shorts that we might be doing. We want to experiment and actually do some cinematic VTM stuff. There's a massive community of Vampire players out there. There are an astronomical amount of Let's Plays and TTRPG channels, or you can watch people play their various characters in their various settings. However, there's not a lot of that type of content. We want to be the ones that provide that content, since it's not out there. No.
Hold on, I need Tech J to come here. I have to throw something at him.
Tech J?
Tech J, I need to throw this at you. It's a brick.
Greek.
Oh,
It hit him in the eye.
Did it hit him in the eye?
He's crying. He's laying on the ground. He's bleeding. Oh
I
my
thought it was
That's
going to
what
hit the camera at first.
That's what he gets for playing the intro.
He will
first.
stay on the floor like that until you guys send us $500,000.
I like that we are, like, I don't know what that is, blackmail? We're blackmailing our viewers?
I wouldn't call it blackmail.
Change of goods.
Yeah.
Services.
Yeah.
Now, before we finish tonight's episode, or actually, you know what, we should do it now. We should do it now. Before we start tonight's episode, I do want everyone here to be aware
Just turn the whole post.
Aware.
There you go.
that this is a red flag game. So, there's possibility of character death.
Whoa, you didn't tell us this. Like us characters?
Why were you about to tell us that after the game?
Well, the part that we were going to talk about after the game. Let's just get this over with because this is going to distract me. I can't talk with him.
I want the lights of blind Carl.
I don't think he's fine.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't think
fine.
he's fine.
No, I'm
Carl's
fine.
blocking the light for me, so I'm good.
Oh, as long as you're good, Cookie.
Just point it at me. I'm perfectly
No,
fine.
it needs on Carl because Carl's wearing a hat.
Well, he's just going to...
I'm wearing a hat.
You are. Thanks for the observation, man.
Just pick it up. Pick up the whole thing and turn it that way. So it's like kind of just, there you go. Bring it out. Bring it out. There you go. There, that's good.
Killer,
like that.
killer,
Thank
king
you.
shark?
Yeah,
no,
king shark.
killer shark. No,
King Shark.
King shark. That's what I said the first time.
Jada's predator type was extortionist all along. It's true.
All right.
Now send
Who's
the fucking
dying?
money, or else.
Well, there are various characters that have made certain decisions throughout the Chronicle that have, that will have great repercussions.
I don't like what you're doing right now. I feel threatened.
However, the part that I was going to do at the end of it, and I decided we'll just do it now, and we'll do it next week as well for the players who are here
Or still here.
or still here.
Are we gonna let the community vote on who gets to die?
That may come up, actually. So, might be a willful sacrifice situation. So,
I feel like if you're getting voted to who's gonna die, that's not willful at all.
We need an immunity
Oh, I
challenge.
guess. Yeah.
I also feel like this should have been brought up before the game.
we
you know?
need to figure out what happens at Tribal Council first. So,
Who has immunity?
now, there will be a contest for who gets immunity. I'm joking. But what I want to do is, on the spot, without you guys experiencing this episode, why don't we go around the table, instead of introducing ourselves as our vampires tonight, we go around and we predict the outcome of this season. Let's hear.
What is this? What is this nonsense
I'm
tonight?
doing something a little new, a little different.
You know what you
No, you know what? He ran out of ideas how he's gonna kill it, so he wants to crowdsource.
Oh, you don't really have any ideas of who could die and
Oh,
why?
I have ideas.
Then there you go.
Yeah, they're mine.
Why do you think? Why would I tell you who's going to die or who has the risk of dying
Well, also-
when they would just panic the entire episode?
Yeah, why do we?
Why would you have to tell us at all? We're all going to be panicking.
I don't panic.
Okay, well, how do you see this chronicle playing out?
How do I see the whole thing playing out?
This season, yes.
All right. I see that everyone heroically sacrificed themselves for JB to make the final shot. on the big bad and having to carry the burden of knowing all of his friends died for him to shoot the big
All right.
bad.
Okay.
Statistically speaking, it'll be me that dies.
Statistically speaking.
Did you do the math in your head?
That is safe math.
But where are you gonna die? It's like Clue. You have to
I don't know.
give a weapon and a location.
Shit. Probably in the alley, trying to feed off of a raccoon or something.
So you think this chronicle's gonna end with Luke dying in an alley feeding off of a raccoon?
Or something.
Okay.
I'm just like minding my own business, and then bam, I'm gonna be dead. That's how it usually happens.
I just imagine like at the end credits when they say like where the characters are in like 6 years.
That would be fucking hilarious to add that 80s outro with like a little biop.
I think
Lucius.
Lucius is definitely dying.
You think Lucius is dying?
Yeah, 100%. I've made the most risky decisions and aligned myself with the most risky situations.
Okay.
Easily. Like, it's not even a contest.
Why are you making it a contest? Weirdo.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure he made it a contest first by, making this a voting situation.
I could be fucking with you guys completely. And Renee, how do you see the Chronicle playing out?
No comment.
No comment. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna satisfy your sick little twisted fantasy.
You sick little fantasies.
How about you, Tech J?
I think it's a trick, and I'm the one that dies.
Oh.
Who said you could get up off the floor?
Meta as fuck.
We're gonna have a
All
real
right.
life death here.
We're all eating John tonight.
What the fuck?
Okay, guys. So without
Or you
further
can stay
ado,
away from certain
why
posterior
don't we
It all tastes like peace tea.
grab our weapons,
Huh?
get locked in. Because
So I
tonight
should actually be running for the door right now.
You're witnessing a real life cannibalistic.
and see how tonight's episode of Chicago by Night plays out. And welcome back. Now, we're going to pick the game up right where we last left off. Last episode was a pretty intense one. A lot of things happened. Now, of course, the situation that occurred at the manor, specifically the new Hakata base of operations, the entity that was spoken to in the basement. It's strange how sometimes things like that can play out. An antagonist like Solomon Giovanni, one that seems to have disappeared from the playing board. Yet, that may not be the case. you have multiple roads ahead of you. The choice on which path you take will greatly affect the outcome of tonight's game and the season finale of this chronicle. When I played this scenario of events out from the conception of this story, I had 5 potential routes. You have effectively shut down one of those routes, leaving 4 options available now.
What's the one that we shut down?
Who knows?
Maybe we can open it up again.
Who knows what route was closed off? However, 4 options is rather good.
Probably the route to that one park where you were 2 people mushing in a bush.
Who did that?
I will actually, bonus round, 10 XP right now to the person who can guess the route that was closed off.
It doesn't matter if one of us was gonna die tonight.
It was the other female Hakata that was not.
Say it, first person to say it.
Brittany.
10 XP.
I finally get XP, guys.
You just sealed your own fate.
Oh, shit.
He doesn't give XP ever. He has no intention of you actually using that.
Oh, shit.
There may be a few more bonus rounds that will occur throughout the night.
It's a trap.
It
No
could
one
be
answer it.
It could be a trap. But that's what VTM is, right? It's a game of intrigue, personal horror, traps.
No, it's supposed to just be fucking off and having a good time. We are not supposed to be using our brains.
You told me it was Twilight.
Aliens.
Edward's showing up, I promise.
It's been like 4 years now. Come on.
Now, this being said, do you guys want to rendezvous in the apartment?
Where did we leave off? Were we at the bar?
We were at the front on the front porch, and then we got our mind erased.
Oh.
It was basically alluded that you would return to
Okay,
the bar.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sure, we could do that. I have no problem.
For the brevity of time, we're gonna bring you there.
Because we've wasted a lot so far.
Now, during the ride there, is there anything you guys want to bring up? Because I don't want to do this or be that guy, but this is the part of the video game where I feel like multiple options would pop up and you would pick which route you're going to go. And I feel like it's only safe for all of you to vote on what route you go.
So what are the routes that we have for us?
I personally would love to get this fake Solomon Giovanni and him along with
Jedediah?
Wait, does Solomon have the sword, or does Giovanni, or does
Jedediah has the
Negative 5 points for JB.
Jebediah has the sword.
Jebediah has the
Solomon.
we need to get after Jedediah.
Jeb.
It was my understanding that we were going to go to the labyrinth.
We're gonna go to the labyrinth.
That is where he was at, correct?
There was something in the labyrinth.
Jedediah.
Was he in the labyrinth?
Mm-hmm.
Then we should go to the labyrinth.
That's what I was told. Since none of you have probably been in a labyrinth, correct?
Neither of you.
And neither have I. I will be very honest with that. The only person I could ask would be Robbie. And I could ask him once we get back to the bar.
Yeah,
If that
last
is
I
what you
recall,
want.
that's what we talked about doing.
If that is what you guys want to do, I do not know if you want to just wander down there, which I do not suggest. I've heard stories.
No, I'm not suggesting it either.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Wants the
Mr.
sword?
What?
Wants the sword for himself?
I wanted the sword for myself. Things change.
No, you don't want it for yourself?
No, I don't.
Then what do you want it for?
Is that truthful?
Yeah, because I want it for Uriel. Uriel promised me something, and I want
That's
that
true.
promise.
That's true. Okay.
Do you remember the name Uriel that I said down there? Do you remember that?
I recall you brought up something about Uriel.
Uriel happens to be the man who showed up in your sire's apartment. Turns out he might be an angel, he might be a devil. It's hard to tell. I feel like they're not that far off.
Are you talking about
The guy who gave me the card. The one with the angel language on it.
The Mormon.
The Mormon. Yeah, the Mormon.
Sebastian?
His name's not Sebastian.
That's what he told you.
So what is he if he's not somebody that's oh, what do, okay,
Oh wait,
Do you
hold
want,
on.
do you
Yeah,
want the truth?
I need the
sure,
sword.
sure.
The truth is I wanted the sword thanks to JB. I knew where it was. I wanted that for the power that I understand that it has.
But I
Let's
need,
be, this is before JB. We both know this. The thing about it is, what?
Does he know that?
He
looks really
should.
confused.
He should.
He's supposed to.
He's supposed to, but a lot of things have happened.
Looks like his servers are shutting down.
hold on, reboot.
A lot of things have happened in the last several weeks at this point that I don't blame him if he's forgotten.
It's probably all the blood meth.
Yeah, the Type M, yeah. No, Uriel wants the sword so that he can effectively kill Capula, stopping
Which is-
Chicago from turning into literally a hell pit.
What is a cupola?
I'm not sure, but whatever it is, if it opens up a pit to hell, it sounds like, I don't think that's a good idea to let that happen.
All right, so we kill the Capula, and then I get the sword with my gun.
How do we suggest we get a sword from this man if it is as powerful as you might say? Would it just kill us right away?
I hate to say this, but maybe we should contact that Mr. Bazaar or whatever.
You know, what exactly was Mr. Sebastian doing at Brittany's house then?
It's hard to say. But he was also at the church that I went to.
Who had his card last? Do we still have the card?
Believe
I have a card.
Lucius still has the card.
No, for Mr. Bazaar where we went.
I believe you took the card.
Yes.
Was it me? I can tell you that.
And I would know who Mr. Bazaar is, right? Or at least
You,
a name.
you would
of-
know the name,
Yeah. Because
but you
Uriel,
don't quite know who he is.
well, Uriel had mentioned him to be wary of him.
He said
No,
to be
he's-
wary of him,
Yeah.
but
Well, he
did
said
not
that
give. Did
God
he
say
of
his
Ravens.
name?
He said,
No.
He said King of Ravens.
Yeah.
Mr. the Man of Ravens. Man of
Yeah.
Ravens. It's
One
another
XP.
another term that they call him. You made up an entirely new title.
It was close. That's why I got one instead of two.
And I had double checked with him when we were having that conversation if he drove a specific type of car that pulled up on us. And Uriel had said yes. So I have a base I'm trying to ask these questions so that I don't mess anything up. But I have a base level understanding of who this particular character is that they're mentioning.
Yeah.
So
All right.
maybe we just skip the whole Robbie thing and go straight to the source here.
Are you talking about
Yeah, pull out the business card.
what is he going to do? Get us into the labyrinth?
He has Excalibur and is a magic man. I can imagine he can help us with at
has
least a couple
Excalibur?
things. Apparently, like the man likes to collect swords. I guess I don't know. It might be a better option than Robbie right away.
It could be. I do need to make my way down there, I feel.
Look, this Mr. Bazaar, Uriel happened to mention him when I talked to him. I don't know, and I'm being completely transparent here. I promise.
I'm sure you are.
He said to be wary of the Man of Ravens, mentioning that is this Mr. Bazaar.
Well, in the same foot, we should probably be wary of this guy you're dealing with. So we gotta choose your evil, I guess.
So who do we trust?
It's hard to say. We live our entire lives as kindred, not knowing who to trust. Luke.
Well, everyone has, what does they call them, agendas. Both of these people, they seem to have agendas.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say we are just nothing but tools to lead them to that end game?
Luke, we're always tools. You gotta
Okay,
remember that.
so we can choose to work if we want to not work, right?
I suppose it's always an option.
All I'm saying is I think he will have more to offer us than Robbie.
It's strange though, because you didn't care for him.
I didn't. I still don't. But I don't see another option. I don't know any other magical wizard men in the area.
To be honest, I don't know any myself, other than I don't know. I think you could call some magician or something, but nothing like this.
And I got me worried about all these agendas and stuff. I'm thinking maybe it's best just to handle it ourselves.
Now, get this correct here. You guys are still en route to the bar, or are you guys changing your minds now?
I thought we were at the bar.
I thought this was like
Okay.
the drive.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
this
much
is the
time.
this is the drive there. Oh.
Why? Car's gonna explode.
I'm just curious, just
Car's
because
gonna
not gonna
explode.
rave,
Ring
don't
it
worry.
out.
Who is driving?
I was.
I was assuming. Because I remember last game, I remember someone saying something about bringing the information that they learned up with Lars.
I did.
Okay. So,
To get a hold of my sire.
well, yes, there was that, but I'm talking about the information that was learned accumulatively at the end of the session. Kind of like what happened at
The manor.
the manor and everything, yeah.
I don't think it was me.
What are we deciding here?
Maybe we should put it to a vote.
What's the options?
We got Rabbi, we got Mr. Bazaar, we got Uriel. Do you have one?
Oh, I wasn't
No.
offering to. I wasn't offering
No,
to talk
so
to
just two. You don't have one. Okay,
No,
so we just have Rabbi or Mr. Bazaar. Do we have any other rats anyone can think of?
I think those are the only two.
All right. So how about the vote or favor to go see Bazaar, Mr. Bazaar? Raise your hand.
Well, do we want to go debrief Lars first and then go see Mr. Bazaar?
Sure, we can do that.
That much I do agree with.
I suppose that would.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to hand you the business card.
Why am I handing?
Well, you're the one in charge here now, right?
No, yeah, this is not
Last
a
I
good.
heard-
You just gave him,
Responsibilities
you gave
to
him the
everybody.
card?
This is not a good idea.
Could you please give me a resolve and composure roll, please?
Oh no!
Really?
He's
I've been
nice.
holding on to it this whole time. I
He's
haven't done
nice. It's
it.
information.
Business card. There's nothing on it though, I thought, just a symbol.
There's something else.
Oh shit. Okay. Resolving composure. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Can I use willpower?
Not on a resolve and composure. Yeah, you could burn a willpower point to succeed, but you cannot re-roll with willpower on this.
Oh. To succeed? Yes, I would like to do that.
You'd like to burn.
Yeah, because is this a compulsion for my bane or something?
Hmm?
Like what am I resisting?
A psychological effect.
Okay. Let's resist this.
Okay. There is a unique event that happens as you place the card into Luke's hand. As the card touches his, you see his fingers pinch basically the card. And he pulls it towards him. Like veins of red from his fingers flow through the card. You watch the text begin to change. Almost like when the font is revealed on the One Ring. This burning glow begins to show itself. As you look down towards it, there's this strange sense that kind of rushes over you, but you're mentally able to brace yourself against it. The text is in English, and you're able to read it out clear as day. Red are the painter's hands, stained with the strokes of his brush. The cards went from white to red now.
You said red was what?
Red are the painter's hands, stained with the strokes of his brush. That's it.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Does it have his name on it? Or did it ever have his name on it?
It put that text on the back of the card. The front still has an image of a raven.
Has it ever says this?
No. It was blank.
It says red are the painter's hands stained from the strokes of his brush. What does this mean?
Can I do like an academic role if that was like a poem or anything like that? Is that possible? Or if there's like any significance, maybe in literature at some point?
You can definitely tell from the base of the poem that it is a metaphor. Awfully, probably reminiscent with the meaning of the color red, often associated with rage, love, blood.
We're also type M. Just kidding. So it's more metaphorical than literal.
You'd assume it is probably metaphorical.
Luke, I don't mean to disappoint, but I'm pretty sure that card is more metaphorical than anything.
Might be a message from the Mr. Bazaar.
What are you feeling guilty about, Luke?
Nothing.
Why would it only change when you hold it?
I don't know.
JB,
Do
hold it.
you want to hold it?
Let me see it. I'm gonna take it.
Give me resolve and composure.
Tea.
So it is everybody.
Did I have to do a roll for it?
You did. You succeeded when you rolled.
Well, he succeeded, but
does
still
that-
happened.
He used a willpower to prevent it from happening.
But it happened.
Damn it.
What?
But it happened.
When I did it, we got the letters. Or the
Yeah.
words.
Prevent what from happening? If
Can I
something
use a
happened, what
willpower?
would happen?
Some
Oh,
type
I
of
can't
mental
use
damage, I
willpower.
don't know.
Damn it. Alright.
What'd you get?
5.
5?
Yeah. Critical success.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
You grab onto it, and it's just a normal card for you.
I was trying to fail it, and
Look
I
harder.
can't fail it. Ain't no letters come up.
No scribbles? Alright.
Nothing?
No.
That's weird.
My
Try
hand
Lucius.
didn't do that thing.
Lucius, you want to try?
Catch some fire.
Sure.
Actually, wait. Should I do it first, just in case something happens to it?
Or maybe?
Because you've
What
got
do you
that
think is-
thing.
what
You've
is-
got that thing going on.
What happens if we all touch it at the same time?
Like a
Let's-
Captain Planet scenario.
Let's not do that while I'm driving, preferably.
Are you looking for something to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, nothing happens.
Technically.
Did I feel the rush when I did mine?
I'm gonna pull over,
Okay.
just in case. If there's a place where I can pull over, before I do this, I don't know what's gonna happen, and since I'm driving, I'm not gonna take any chances on everybody else. So,
I don't see why not.
That's
You
what
already
I'm
died
gonna do.
once. Here you go.
Resolve and composure.
2.
2. Very well.
I'm not gonna burn a willpower. I want to see what happens.
You're not going to burn a willpower.
I'm not. I want to see what happens. I'm
He's a glutton for punishment.
Okay.
My man.
Don't worry, JB. I got you.
Roll those dice. See what happens. Good thing he pulled over.
Yeah, that's why I pulled over.
Now he's going.
I have foresight.
Now he's going to throw it in the drive and right into a tree with all of us in it.
I'm sure I'm the weakest of
As
the
you grab
four.
onto the card, you look towards it, and that red begins to fade away. Falls and scatters off like chips of red flakes. You watch the text on the back of the card begin to change. Except it doesn't change into text. It's like staring into a small television. Like an open frame of a window. You stare into it and it's bright. And as it blinds your eyes, you squint and look, and that frame gets larger and larger and larger before it consumes your vision. And as the light fades, you see the sweeping sands of Egypt, the desert, swarming with a horrific dust storm.
Do I feel the heat on my skin of like the sun?
Yeah, you feel as though you're there, walking through this dust storm. And as you do,
But the sun is out.
yeah, the sun's out.
Then I'm taking my glasses off.
And as you take your glasses off, your eyes and your cataracts see everything with a hazed blur. And before you, you see the image of an individual standing not too far away, maybe about 10, 15 feet, standing within this dust storm as he takes a step forward, barefoot, only wearing large blue robes. You see him pull a hood down. His face far too blurry, but you can see the outlines of a rather large beard, long hair, and a staff in his hand. Some sort of orb adorned on the top of it. I was not expecting to receive a call from your group. You were absent during the meeting.
Why am I here? I don't understand. Where are we?
The facade creates a place that is comforting for your mind. One that is reminiscent of ambition, goals once held dear to your heart. Like a collector who holds on to his trinkets and baubles, even to his dying breath. You must have had great ambitions in your life.
Always have. I'm sorry. I'm not used to being.
You are
in the sun.
running out of time. You and your group seem to be lost in a storm. I think you know all too well that this is not a storm that you can wait and let pass. You must act fast. Your options are few.
If you, the options, what's the best one?
The best one is always the most preferred, but sometimes is the hardest to make.
What's preferred for me might be different for everybody else.
I think it's time for you all to discover where your hearts truly lie within this pack of yours. I do not need to be involved in your societal politics.
And who even are you?
I am a collector. I am Mr. Bazaar. I am the man of ravens. And I am here to acquire one thing and one thing only. The Sword of Nil.
And what would you do with it?
Keep it locked away from humanity. This world that we live in. Mortals, humans. We are harbingers of war, destruction, chaos. If we allow ourselves to fall to the temptation, it does not matter how virtuous the masses may be. Only one dark heart is required to end all of existence. And it is very, very possible with some of the lost relics of ages past that bear the touch of great, mighty powers. Your companions know where to find me. Besides, the longer you stay in here, the more it will take an effect on your mind. You are not trained for this. Goodbye, Lucius. If you wish to speak with you and your pack, they will know where to find me. And the sands begin to pull and cover your vision, and as this does, you come to wake up as you guys have been, for the last probably about a minute and a half, have been watching him convulsing while basically foaming blood out of his mouth.
You are it.
Are my glasses on or off at this
On.
one? They're on still.
Yep. You guys basically saw him have a vampire seizure. Take 2 points of willpower damage.
Yep.
Maybe we should just throw that card out the window or something.
Well, maybe you use it and we throw it on people.
What do you think's gonna happen, Luke?
They'll convulse like that? Possibly.
Hold on, I think he's gonna say something.
Mr. Bazaar really wants to meet all of you.
He's met us before.
Yeah.
He's really, I feel like he's really hopeful that you find the sword for him. He wants to lock it away. Things that were all harbingers of war and chaos.
I thought he wanted to turn it into a gun for you or something.
That's true, yeah.
No, he'll lock it away.
Well, I think we should prioritize getting the sword and then making the decisions on who, what, and when to do with it.
Well, in the meantime, who else is gonna drive? I don't think he should be driving.
I could drive.
Yeah, you can drive.
Want to we switch places and you rest?
Yeah. And I'll get out the car. And
You watch as he gets up, and you guys see sand just falling out of his shirt.
The fuck? Did you go to a beach?
I was in Egypt, Luke.
Just now?
Just now.
You were in the car.
You were having a fit.
What I was doing here is not what I was doing there. I assure you.
Where?
I just told you, JB. I was in Egypt.
Did you wrestle a mummy or something
I talked to Mr. Bazaar directly.
in Egypt? What is he
Wherever
doing?
was most comfortable for me, I guess.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And all you got was a painter-brush metaphor.
I know. And I still don't get it.
I know.
I have an idea, but it's just an idea.
Okay, come on.
Pray tell.
Hit us with it.
It's talking about red paint on one's hands, right?
A
Something-
painter? A painter? Yes.
We kindred have a lot of blood on our hands. Just
Sure.
think about that.
I don't feel bad for what happened in the park if that's what this is what I mean.
I think
Wait.
it might be more of like a guilt metaphor or something.
Yeah,
but
I don't feel bad about
We,
it.
we,
It wasn't even me. He's the one that killed it.
I don't think it's
I-
referring to the park.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I'm a certain Durham, by the way.
I'm just saying having red paint on someone's own hands by their own brush.
I don't even.
I've done a lot of things in my life.
About consequences.
Consequences?
You
Okay.
choose to paint, you get the paint.
Exactly.
Is that the cowboy version of the metaphor, or is there something involving horses or
Well,
bulls, or
yeah, something
you
cowboy.
fight the bull, you get the horn, something like that?
You, the cowboy kid is destined to smell like the cow
Yep.
that he rode.
Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
That actually makes sense.
You see, it's something like that.
Better than I thought it was going to be, but alright.
You make your way into the double slice. As you get there, you notice that there are 2 cars parked outside. 2 additional cars that were not there earlier in the night. One appears to be the vehicle that you guys have seen Lorienko drive. And the other is Chance's.
I thought he was out of town.
He was.
Oh god. Go the other way. Leave. Speed. Hit the gas, go.
I thought we were going to talk to Rabbi. Or not Rabbi, Laz.
Why do you guys think Lorienko is here? And my sire, who was previously out of town, wasn't supposed to be coming back anytime soon.
Are you in
idea.
trouble, you think?
I think we all might be in trouble.
What did we do?
If anything, we should get praise. Maybe that's what it's about.
For what?
For getting closer to the goal that we were supposed to have done.
I don't think they know that yet.
And also about, I told Lars about the sword of knee and how it can,
No. JB.
the sword of nail and how it can,
Thank you.
with a weapon, and we melt it down and we can shoot it at people and kill
So then
anything.
he probably told Lorienko.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of goes in line with what Mr. Bazaar said about us being harbingers of chaos, JB. You're just wanting to melt this sword down just to shoot people without really thinking about the consequences.
Why is there such a negative context on harbinger? I don't understand that. The world needs harbingers.
I agree with you, trust
There's
me.
monsters that go bump in the night.
We
And someone's got to make sure that they bump a lot less.
You should probably
That's
get to
not-
work on your friend then.
entirely true.
That's true. I do need to deal with that, but one problem at a time.
I'm not going in first.
I'm not going in at all.
That's all right. Luke, go ahead.
I am not going in if
Lars,
none of you are.
Luke, Lars likes you the best.
That is so not true. He wants to kill me.
He
he
wants
wants
to
to
oil.
wrestle.
He wants to oil you up.
So he can kill me with oil on me.
Do you? What?
Maybe it's like a death by snoo situation.
It's I don't know. I don't know why.
Alright, I'll go in first. I swear to God, if I turn around and none of you are behind me, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna head in.
I mean, if we all agree to run away, we can run away. But
I'm already walking in.
okay, let's go in.
I'll follow begrudgingly behind.
Okay.
JB.
I'm fine.
As you guys come in, you guys hear the sound of Robbie's voice going back and forth with Lorienko. You can hear Robbie go, "Oh, figure they go in through this portion here.
I'll go like,
Then
we stop.
we're going to make sure that we..." And as soon as they hear the door open,
And they don't.
you guys come in, and
I
you
think-
see the group kind of... And you watch as...
Yeah, I said we were stopping before.
Oh,
Because we could hear them.
this is like you hear it as you're opening the door.
You son of a bitch.
Not like hearing on the other
You son
side.
of a bitch.
We're on the side of the
They're
glass door, like
screaming inside. Sonny Agora!
holding a cup up to
You
the glass
watch
window.
as they stop, they turn. You see Nabi is on the bar stool. You see Gable is on the other side of the bar, kind of like stroking his chin. And Robbie, Lars, Lorienko, and Chance are all staring down at a table looking at something. And you see Lorienko stand up. Well, if it isn't the cadets, please come in. We've been waiting for you.
We'll head in further, I guess.
You see Lars. Yes, we have been devising a plan since you all have been out. How did that go, by the way?
Great.
Did you learn any information on Jebediah or Solomon Giovanni?
I'm sorry, I think I'm just a little thrown off that Chance is here. For what reason?
Well, you know, you gotta call someone to fuck things up when you need things fucked up.
I thought that's what our job was.
Right, well, you know, you're sort of gonna be fucking something up. I'm gonna be fucking up something even bigger. So, don't worry, we're gonna lay it all out here for you.
Alright.
Oh, we got a lead on where we think Jebediah's at.
Was it happen to be in the labyrinth
God damn
beneath
it.
the city?
That's what we found out.
Yes. Yeah.
Congratulations, and good job. I believe, Lorienko, you had some things you wanted to tell them? Yes. I have been rather hesitant on your admission into the Talmud. You are not exactly what I would call the most orthodox kindred for this organization. But competence can heavily alter that. Are any of you aware of the UC6?
No.
Then we have done our job quite well. It is a Camarilla organization that does not exist. It is imperative to control and manipulate kind society in war and political affairs that we see fit. It is a unique group. There is a problem in this city that the Camarilla is currently dealing with. Who can tell me what that problem is?
We didn't do it.
It is not you, do not worry. You are not here to be in trouble.
Oh. Actually, I don't know if I know this. It's probably the 7 Fires.
The 7 Fires is our problem. We are dealing with that.
Right.
Anyone? What might be a problem for the Camarilla?
The
The Sabbat?
Second Inquisition?
There's a lot of things that are.
Hunters, werewolves.
Lorienko looks over towards Laz. I swear they've been doing well.
The whole city being on fire every other day.
I believe he is specifically referring to the Type M and the Ballard situation that Camarilla is has their hands deep in.
They are actually responsible for the Type M.
Yes, they are,
Yes.
because I helped engage that.
Like you're in communication with the Camarilla?
So
That's what a mole does.
Right.
I have been a founding member of the UC6 for a very long time. I am a well-respected and established member within the Camarilla. It was my idea to incorporate this Type M, as you would like to call it.
Right.
The real reason is that I needed a diversion, something that Kevin could keep his mind on, and the Ivory Tower is so paranoid about their grip, worried that other elders might overthrow them with the disappearance of Hostad and all that. Now, this has worked out better than I hoped. At first, I thought it would destabilize the city, and that it would cause a sort of social collapse. Instead, it looks like the supply chain has decided to get high on its own supply. Ballard has gone off the deep end. He's trying to take Praxis. He plans to usurp Kevin by force. Tonight will be a very important night for the Black Hand. Tonight, we strike. Not just the Seven Fires. We strike the Camarilla. We strike the Anarchs. We strike Chicago. We take what is ours, and we establish our foothold here. Time is of the essence. Depending on how tonight's events will play out, I am rather certain that Kevin and the Camarilla will grovel like they normally do in order to bring balance back to this city. The Anarchs will see this as a moment of weakness. They will strike. The Seven Fires will see this as an opportunity to strike.
So we lead them to one place and take them all at the same time?
It is a idea, but far too risky. And Chicago is too much of a large playing field for that to occur.
Not trying to throw a wrench in anyone's plans here, but there might be a third party at play. I would assume you already know about this. The name Capula ring a bell to you?
So you know about Capula?
Vaguely. I never heard the name before tonight.
Yes. Capula was a poor choice of an ally for the Sabbat. And the Von Kaiser twins have assured me that that problem has not and will not reoccur. Have you heard otherwise?
It was just mentioned in passing. I thought maybe it might be an issue, so I thought it'd be best to bring it up to you.
Because that definitely changes things. What do you mean by brought up in passing? Who was speaking of it?
Oh, we ran into some sort of ghost entity in the basement of the Cotta Manor, and they brought it up.
I think he referred to himself as Fallen. Oh!
You watch
You
as
mean Franklin?
Franklin.
Yeah.
Lorienko stands up. So that is who Giovanni was dealing with, and
It's also not Giovanni.
no. His name is Mordred. He is a very old kindred, and he is very strong. I will be dealing with him exclusively.
I have a question about how this is all playing out right now. It seems like everything that we're bringing up you're already aware of. Where do we even fit into this plan other than being fodder? Because that's what it feels like right now.
Why
least-
would I have you as cadets and trainees of an organization that wishes to recruit you only to use you as sacrificial lambs?
I'm just saying it's for all the information that you have that we're relaying to you that you already know.
You have to realize that this has been a test for your capabilities, and so far you have achieved above and beyond. Even informing me of information that I was currently unaware of. Which makes you an asset to the Tamahira. We have been devising a battle plan for tonight. There are several routes in which we can bring our confrontations to. And because I feel as though tonight is your christening moment, if everything goes as planned, tonight will be your official introduction into the Tamahira. No longer cadets. If you are capable of proving yourself, that is. Our goal is to destroy Brother Jebediah and to destabilize the Camarilla's grip on the city. If that means that Kevin meets final death by Ballard's hand, then so be it. Or, if we cause enough problems to allow the Anarchs to rise up, to take Praxis as well, that is also beneficial for us. Robbie has already been in contact with the Nos of the Labyrinth. They have the exact location of Brother Jebediah. We also know where Ballard currently is. And last, but certainly not least, Mordred has failed in his plans. I'm assuming that you all must have had something to do with this entity and him.
More or less.
He is trying to flee. Now, I do not see him as a threat. But I believe we could make him an ally. I will be responsible for that. And I will take Leon with me as well. To powerful kindred versus another powerful kindred. Just to make sure the odds are on our favor.
What are we gonna do about Frankie in the meantime?
I have been whispering in the ear of Kevin for the last several weeks. I believe our plan is to put a new primogen in the seat of power for Clan Hakata.
Frankie?
Frankie was not our option, no. There is another, a Miss Charlotte. We feel as though it might be advantageous to have her take the seat of power as far as the primogen goes, using that house as a territory and base of operations for the clan. Of course, this will also cause plenty of political upheaval, as many of the Camarilla are not happy with this decision. But after all, that is our goal, is to make Kevin sweat as hard as possible. Why the interest, though, in young Frankie? Is there anything in particular about him that you have learned?
Not really. I've just kind of grown a little bit fond of him. I've been teaching him, showing him the ropes for the past couple weeks or more.
Do you see him as potential for our cause?
I do.
Good. Well then, I'll be sure that Miss Charlotte keeps Frankie under your tutelage. I'm very proud with your accomplishments, Kindred. And because of that, tonight is your night. Where will the wrath of the Black Hand be felt?
Target.
Maybe Lita should take the floor here. Where should we go?
It seems advantageous to deal with the Jedediah situation.
The labyrinth it is, then.
That would be correct.
This is my first time going. Just saying.
Robbie. It's sort of a confusing place, but I can help you lead you to the right location.
The name gives that away.
So the labyrinth and then the rest of Chicago, it sounds like.
Alright then. If that means if they're going to be going into the labyrinth, that means I get to deal with Ballad. Fun. I love gang war shit. Reminds me of the good old days. Jeez.
Alright.
Nabi, and what have you learned about your connections? Well, I learned that somehow Brother Jebediah has influenced or convinced at least a small portion of the Eastern kindred to, I don't know if the word worship is the right word, but he does seem to have a contact with them. Not sure what it means, but there's whispers. What do you mean whispers? There's someone apparently from Hong Kong that's planning on coming here. I don't know their name, just what they call them. It goes by the Eternal Dragon. Eternal Dragon. Interesting.
Like that old arcade game. Wait.
What?
It's like the old arcade game.
You see Gable like this double dragon dude.
Oh yeah, it's a double dragon, that's right. Not infinite.
You said eternal.
Don't dock us points already.
One question. We are going against Jebediah with his scary sword. Is there anything we know about the sword that can help us?
We know that he has.
The sword.
Hmm?
Do not, under any circumstances, let the blade taste your blood.
Okay, that sounds like easier than said than done.
Don't let him get near you.
Also says, we are going towards them. So the exact opposite what we should be doing is what you're saying.
I'm saying use your brains.
Do we have like a bazooka or something? I want to annihilate this.
Shut up, Luke.
Luke, I agree that our unorthodox approach to things is going to more than likely be beneficial in this situation. I'm sure once we get there, Luke, we will figure out a way to not get near the blade.
Okay.
And you will take the guru with you.
Do we have to?
Yes, he is the most sacrificial person in this room. And if you need to have a person fall on the sword, Gable will be there to do that.
Will it have the same effect on him as it does us?
Oh yes, this would be quite lethal for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then Gable, I think you need to get ready and we need to get ready.
Yeah, ready. Very well. Nabi, let us do a talk in private about this eternal dragon in the lobby. Lars, good work. I will be taking Mordred out of the city, most likely. Have him lay low. I will be in touch, in contact. And he leaves. As he leaves, you watch Lars kind of. So he sort of gives me the creeps sometimes.
So what were you guys working on as far as our battle plan? Can I see like whatever they're working on now that everybody's kind of
Basically, it was like circling locations on where people are located at right now. Well, so, since you are interested, yes, as you can see here, Chance will be intercepting Kaito and making sure that he stops Kaito from reaching Ballad. If Kaito gets to Ballad first, there's a good likelihood that Ballad won't be able to get to Kevin. Chance is going to create a diversion. And there's no better diversion than something that goes boom.
Don't blow your other arm off.
Uncalled for. Now, Robbie kind of goes, most likely what you guys are going to do is you're going to enter in from here. Sort of a sewer maintenance entrance. It's going to be the quickest place to the location. Only one problem. You're going to have to completely submerge yourself in grey water and move through the tunnels. Thankfully, you don't need to breathe. So if you want to save your clothes from smelling like piss and garbage, you might want to get a nice change. Other than that,
I don't want to do that. There's no other way. We have to swim through grey water.
well, I mean, that's going to be the quickest route. If you don't want to do that, you could go the long way, but you might run into a lot more hostiles.
And it's not like we're worried about infection anymore.
We could throw all our clothes into a garbage bag, keep that in his duffel bag, because I'm sure he's going to bring his duffel bag. That way when we get out, we can just put our clothes back on. That won't be stinky.
Well, we'll probably be stinky, but our
We'll bring
hair.
a towel.
And a couple cans of Axe spray, JP,
God,
to cover the shit smell.
it's smell like a high school.
Oh,
boys'
I'm
locker
sorry.
room.
Are we going to meet the president? We gotta smell good all the time?
I feel like this is gonna be more of an infiltration mission at this point,
That's right.
and
Listen,
smelling like shit
In
from
a
a mile
sewer?
away.
In a sewer.
the smelling like shit is actually part of the plan.
It's camouflage.
Brother Jeb's going to have sentries, people that are going to be able to smell you out before you even get there. If you're covered in grey water and smell like used bath,
I wish it was only use bath.
Okay, so I don't suppose anyone has anything here that we can transport equipment through water without it getting.
Tunnels are going to be relatively tight, so enough for you guys to move single file through. You could probably keep a duffel bag on your back, swimming through. Anything more than that might be a little bit risky, could get caught. Also, I've got everything sort of mapped out as far as the timing goes for the filtration system. At about 6 in the morning, the entire filtration system's going to turn on. The water's going to be completely purged from there, and anything caught in the tunnel's going to basically get thrown through a shredder. So, I'll recommend that you get in and out before 6.
Through a shredder.
People live down there with all this? Is this like a little NOS thing? You guys have little parties down there and have fun with all this shit?
Well, it's one of the reasons why most people don't use it as an entrance. It's also a reason why you don't have to worry about homeless kind down there. It's a little bit dangerous for you to move through it.
Oh my god.
We better make it quick.
A quickie through the back door.
Wait, are we
Exactly,
assuming
Jamie.
that we'll be there at, you said 6 a.m.?
Right. 6 is by the time you need to be out of there.
The sun's not back up by 6 a.m.
It would be, but at least if you get out of the pipes, then you can find a place to stay and sleep at in the sewer.
Oh my god. Alright. So we need to remember that too.
Reminds me of a mission in Topeka.
Just like spelunking, except a lot more shredding involved.
And shit.
And shit. I mean,
You get used to shit.
you don't get used to shredding.
I wouldn't know. Never been shredded.
Neither have I. But you don't come back from it.
That's what they say.
Shit, sorry, not 6, 5. I forgot about daylight savings time. Kind of forget to keep track of that. Be out of there by 5.
Oh, we were almost that. Wow, I'm glad you caught that.
Sorry about that. Couldn't just slip in my noggin. Does it normally happen?
You feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hold on, I think I left my equipment on upstairs. We'll take care of that. You guys think about the battle plan?
I'm not going in a shit sewer.
I'll go to a shit sewer.
I'll go into the shit sewer, but my biggest concern is keeping everything inside the duffel bag.
Yeah, how are you supposed to take your chainsaw?
I know, exactly. I don't want
Wrap it
to
in a
change it.
trash bag.
But it would get into the.
And JB, if your gun gets wet, it's...
Yeah, it's gonna be in a trash bag.
Just don't get it
How are
wet.
you going to keep it from?
In a trash bag.
You just have to
everything.
make sure that no water gets in the access point. Unless you're
Oh,
just
so
tying
you
it up
are you
with
going
knots.
to like tie it off or like
I'm
spin
gonna,
it
I'm,
in
gonna, I'm, gonna
different
put,
things?
I'm gonna put the gun. I don't know why I have to explain this to you. I'm gonna put the gun in a trash bag. I'm gonna tie it up. I'm gonna grab another trash bag and put that trash bag in another trash bag. Tie it up.
Are you gonna do like a double knot, a single
This
knot?
is a good idea. I
Perfect.
need a bunch of trash bags.
Luckily, there's trash
Welcome
bags
back,
in the
Robbie.
kitchen.
Yeah, so what were you talking about trash bags for?
To keep stuff waterproof.
Yeah, I've got some bags you can use. Some,
Trash bags.
No, like plastic airlock bags.
I feel like trash bags would be easy to tear. Like someone could go.
Well,
wrong
that's
with
why you
that.
wrap it in a second trash bag.
It's going to be completely dark down there. When you're in the pipes, you're going to have no visibility.
So we should be taking the light source as well.
So your light source to see in there might be beneficial.
I,
Guess we can put that in the trash bag.
I have nothing. I don't have any
Yep.
source of light.
You see, fucking Chance just starts like giggling to himself. Listen, you dumb motherfuckers chose this. He asked you what you wanted to do. You guys said Labyrinth. You could be having fun blowing shit up and fucking with Ballard. Instead, you guys are gonna swim through a water hole with trash bags and flashlights taped to your
I
heads.
was picturing like an It scenario, like, you know, big, huge pipes you could just walk through. I wasn't picturing this bullshit.
Is it too late to change?
Roll
Wait, what? Why are you all so anti-sewer?
I'm anti-shit water.
Yeah, what's so wrong? Everyone shits.
I know
except
you're from a
us.
time where you're always covered in shit water.
Everything smelled like shit, yes.
I'm glad you're comfortable to it, you're acclimated to it. I'm not, and I don't want to be.
You become a better person after.
It will get in your mouth.
You just
You're gonna
keep
taste
talk.
shit.
You just keep your mouth closed, right?
You hear a beep, 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 beep. You see Chance. Well, that's my cue. All right, I gotta get moving. You guys, have fun. Make sure you kill a lot of them motherfuckers.
Bye.
Alright. As he walks by.
Over.
As he walks by, he goes, Renee,
What?
I have a word with you.
Is it really important?
Yeah, it's sort of important.
Can we come? No. Okay.
Alright, I'll follow him.
That guy's kind of a dick.
Little bit.
As you follow me out in the lobby. Well, how you feeling about the group?
How do you think I'm feeling?
Oh no. Well, half okay, half bad.
I mean, you already know I already didn't really want to do any of this to begin with. I'm just kind of doing it because you wanted me to, so I'm making the best of a bad situation.
Right. Well, here's the thing. This is what our little plan comes into play. This is all for a bigger picture thing, okay? Once we get done with this, I'll let you know what we have brewing. But it's big. Real big. He reaches into his pocket. Watch as he pulls out 2 hand grenades. These are you.
Okay. I'm very uncomfortable holding this.
Don't worry. Waterproof.
I've never used a hand grenade.
Oh, it's easy. You pull the pin and you throw it.
Yeah, what's my time frame on this?
It depends on how long you cook it.
What does that mean?
I think I've burnt the fuses down to about 4 seconds. So once you pull,
Alright.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, boom.
Great, so this goes in a trash bag.
Alright. Don't blow yourself up.
Same to you.
He stops also. Oh, by the way, slipped my mind. The bloke with the glasses. He have a car?
Does he have a car?
Yeah.
Not one of his own that I'm aware of. Why?
Yeah. Lois is gonna get pissed then. Well,
What do you mean?
I'm gonna rig the van some C4. After this is over tonight, they want him gone. Permanently. So, he's gonna take a little drive. Car's gonna have an accident.
Understood.
Tell Gable I'm sorry about the car, if he makes it back. And he heads out.
Well, this is awkward. Okay, I'm gonna head back in. So, where are we at with everything?
Just waiting on Gable to get back down.
Alright.
Oh, and those plastic bags.
Robbie already went and grabbed him.
Oh, okay.
They're like those vacuum lock bags.
They're big enough for us to put our clothes in.
No, they're like sandwich bags.
I'm gonna go grab some trash bags.
Thank you.
All right. Well, anyone have any more questions?
The sooner we get it done, the better, it sounds like. If we're gonna be out by 5.
Well, we got plenty of time. You guys can leave whatever. I'd say at least within the next 2 hours. If you need any more prep time, you got 2 hours. T minus. You see, Lars. No matter what happens tonight, I'm proud of all of you. You've done a very good job. And you will be handsomely rewarded.
All of us?
Yes. Now, I advise that you listen to Robbie. He is quite wise with his years. If you have something to do, I recommend you do it. You may not have a chance to do it again.
I don't think I have anything outstanding to do.
I'll grab some stuff from upstairs. I'll be ready in
I mean,
3 minutes.
okay.
I will be escorting Loriencourt and Leon to Mordred. And then I will be making a proper alibi for us. So, have no worries, but try not to be seen tonight, as far as by any Camarilla lackeys. For tonight, we were all enjoying a lovely evening at the Blue Velvet Lounge, which is so conveniently ran and controlled now by Gilbert. So, Blue Velvet.
Didn't gross anyone else out when he said he was proud of us.
Didn't really put much thought into it, to be honest.
Except for JB, because we've established she has daddy issues.
Number 1, I thought it was very nice. Number 2, I don't have daddy issues. I know who my daddy is.
Who was your daddy? Or was?
He burned in a house fire.
Did you start the house
I
fire?
did not.
How the house fire happened?
House fire happened.
Did lightning strike your log cabin?
A monster did it. Which set me on the trail of being a hunter.
Did you ever find the killer?
It was arson.
Does the shit stink?
He's.
We're about to find out.
Oh, okay. So you did find him.
Yeah.
Did you?
What do you think?
Did you kill? You killed him.
Yeah, I killed him.
Who's here with us right
Did you
now?
feel better?
Is it just us 4 here?
Robbie's basically going to be going into his,
Back cave?
yeah, basically his bat cave. And he does come back out one more time. And he has this black case. Opens it up. You watch as he pulls out what look like throat mics. Repurposed. These used to be microphones used for tank drivers in World War II.
Is the same ones we used before?
Yeah, except these ones have been modified. They're now pinging off of a Russian satellite system. So, completely untraceable, not on any line or anything. Feel free to openly communicate with them. And I've extended the range quite massively. So as long as you're within about 30 miles of each other, should have communication.
That'll be helpful.
Do you think we need that much range?
In case you get split up.
Jesus.
We're going into the labyrinth. We more than likely will get split up, even if we know our way.
I've given Luke here a PDA. This will give you the direct GPS signal to the location. I've got it painted longitude and latitude, so it'll just keep taking you there. Don't break it or lose it. If you do, you're going to get lost.
Okay, you can't count on me.
So we can't count on you?
No, I said count on me.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be on Overwatch, so... Not the game, I'm going to be on Overwatch, as in I'm going to be observing the mission details of tonight.
I like that Cassidy fella.
Have you ever played the Overwatch? What did you think about it?
Yeah. Sidetracking, Luke. You're sidetracking.
First one wasn't bad. Second one's absolute shite. Might as well play something else.
Robbie, I had such high esteem for you.
I'd rather nail my eyelids to a fucking desk.
You need to learn how to have more fun.
I have lots of fun. Now, excuse me. I've got missions to monitor.
Alright.
Gable comes back in. Alright, we're all set to go. So,
Can I talk to you real quick?
yeah, what's up?
Just call me.
Okay.
Go, like outside.
Alright.
Hey, so, are you aware of any van explosion plot lines going on during all this? Have you been told about any C4 situations?
Well, I overheard Lars and Chance talking about the C4 brick. Assumed it was for one of the missions tonight. Are they blowing up my van?
Potentially.
Ah, fuck.
And you're potentially going to be in it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do?
Nothing, but like you heard inside, you're just a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, kind of
Weird to listen to, isn't it?
realize that the Lorienko doesn't really care for Guru, apparently.
A lot of kindred don't.
Yeah, which is honestly kind of on you guys, alright? I don't understand what I've done wrong.
I didn't plan this. I didn't have any say in it. I just found out about it 5 minutes ago.
So you're giving me a heads up, like after tonight's
I'm
over.
giving you a heads up.
So after
And
tonight's
you
over.
didn't hear it from me.
Okay. Now out of game. Are you telling Gable this, even though you know it's Lucius they were talking about?
Yeah, but you brought up Gabe being in the van, didn't they?
No.
He said sorry to Gabe driving the van?
No.
No, he said apologize to him for
For blowing up his van.
I heard something about him driving it.
No.
Oh well.
Good luck, Gable.
how's that for your plot railroad?
Ain't no rewind this time. We used our one.
Alright, well, hey,
So you know if anyone decides to try to borrow it or anything, also maybe have it be in the shop or something.
hey, I got a question though.
We'll probably walk outside and look at a flat tire, I don't know.
Why are you telling me? You seem to not like me.
I'd say it's more of like a slight dislike, and if I'm being honest, I dislike this whole Black Hand stuff even more, so. But like I said, you didn't hear it from me.
Alright.
So I'm doing you a favor here. I expect you not to bring it up.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about this whole not liking the Black Hand thing, then I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been in contact with some people.
I'm looking around. Is it still clear?
Yeah.
Hold up. Rob doesn't have any like surveillance or anything on here, does he? You would know, right? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. I owe my life to Lars. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be alive. And he's been like a father figure to me my entire life. But I don't really know what I'm fighting for. And I don't really feel like I have a choice in any of this. After the night, I was planning on running, taking off.
Sounds like a good plan.
So, if they plan on taking me out like that, then it is...
Well, it wasn't specifically to take you out.
Wait, then who?
I'm just gonna be like,
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense then. Okay. Okay. Okay, so don't let Lucius drive them in.
well, I have a plan for that, so you don't have to get your hands dirty.
I don't know
We've been
about...
out- I think we've been out here for a suspicious long amount of time.
I don't know about Luke or JB. I don't know how their heart is on all of this. But when I leave, I've been promised safety. Not gonna say by who or where I'm going, but if you need a place to go, you can always come with me.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's not like that. I'm kind of stuck in this situation, unfortunately, but if there's some small acts I can do to kind of throw a wrench in things, I'm fine with doing it.
Be careful, Renee. Playing a dangerous game.
Clearly.
Also, is there anything you guys need to do before we go? Anyone you need to talk to?
I think we were gonna try to talk to someone, but I'm gonna have to confirm with them.
Yeah.
Why? You're making a face.
Guru stuff.
Did you hear something with like your wolf ears or something? You smell something? What is it, boy?
There's been a suspicious amount of ravens outside.
That's involving who I'm thinking we need to go talk to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be in the car.
I head back in.
You know, maybe I'm gonna wait outside the car.
I think you're good right now. I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, are you guys ready to go? Gabe's in the car waiting.
Yes, we got all the trash bags.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready to go. How about you, Lucius? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, as long as you've got your duffel bag.
I do.
Let's get out.
Okay. You guys leave. Let's make your way to Gable standing outside the car smoking a cigarette. Sees you guys there. Good. Glad you guys are finally here. Get the fuck off the goddamn van. And he watches, he's like swatting. There's like 6 ravens just sitting on top of the van as they all flock off.
Is that who I think that is?
It's likely. So are we sticking with the original plan of going to talk to this guy? Or are we
Yeah.
going straight to the labyrinth?
I think it would be beneficial to go there first. If he
Yeah, I
says,
agree.
if what you said is true and he has the things that he has, maybe he could give us something to work with.
Okay. Then we're going there.
Alright, where are we going?
Could I remember where it was and just kind of like, do I remember the street or anything or where we went? when we
Yeah,
went
you
to
remember
this
the place that you guys went.
I wrote it down in my notebook,
place? Okay.
my pocket notebook.
As the old, like, Freemason building.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Baby's got
in
this.
game?
Yeah, I got a notebook, remember?
How do you rate?
Huh? I drew
It's a
pictures.
series of
Oh yeah,
scribbles.
that's right.
I drew illustrations.
So, you guys drive, making your way there. You guys make your way to the location. You guys notice that same situation occurs. Capable of heading right inside.
Does Gabe come in with us?
Gabe's waiting outside.
This guy a Freemason?
I'm very confused about what he is altogether, let alone a Freemason. I think he just hijacked the building. I don't know. I'll open the door. Go in.
You guys go in. You go to the secret passage, and you make your way back down into the room. The door opens, and you guys watch as you see this individual wearing the well-tailored suit, the black and white mask, opposite on each side, floats down from one of the bookshelves. Touches. Welcome. I'm glad you all decided to return.
We brought an extra person this time.
We have spoken briefly. Welcome, Lucius.
Thank you. Thank you for taking me back to where I want to be.
Don't thank me. That is the purpose of the enchantment. It is quite powerful mental tool. Do you have the card?
I think I might have left it in the car, but we're not in that same car.
That's fine. Seems like an ordinary card, but it is quite an intrigue. Something that I gathered from, well, another acquaintance I'm sure you've spoken to with already, Uriel.
I have.
Yes.
I'm sure you already know that.
I am, and I'm also sure he has probably warned you about my involvements in this. I've been quite a thorn for Uriel for some decades. He has desperately been looking for artifacts to help with his cause. I have been somewhat stubborn in his quest. How can I help you all? Have you decided to bring me the Sword of the Mill?
Well, we have to retrieve it first, and that's the issue we're coming across. And wondering if you have any way to help us find it.
I do.
We already have a plan to go into the labyrinth. It's disgusting.
Given the magic nature of that powerful enchantment, I was kind of hoping that maybe you had something that could help us.
Magic, unfortunately, will not help you in this situation. That is the exact reason why I haven't acquired the Sword of Mill myself. Do you know what an amulet is?
Hey, what?
Amulet.
I don't believe so.
It's like an amulet, but for a ring. It's a magic ring. It possesses unique properties, and Brother Jeb has one. It is a stolen item. But the wearer is essentially immune and hidden from magical enchantments and effects. It is why, even if I was to approach Brother Jebediah, I would be rendered almost useless at his feet. I'm afraid bringing a magical item of mine into that would simply be folly. However, there is something that I can provide. Not necessarily provide. Continue. Someone in this room has begrudgingly made a very foolish choice. The painter's hand stained red with the strokes of his brush. Do those words sound familiar?
Are you saying that Luke has done something?
Luke has made a contract. Is a loose word of using it with an entity that is quite malevolent.
Since when? I do not remember my business.
I believe you do remember it, and I believe you willingly made this deal.
Oh. You made a deal?
I do not remember making a deal. Or did I,
Wait, is he trying to hide something?
He walks over to what appears to be one of the cases. I will admit that this is partially my fault, and I do take some responsibility for this. As he looks towards the case, you notice that there's a lock on it. And there's a statue on the inside, a bust, I should say. It's a small bust of what appears to be some sort of what you describe monstrous, long-limbed creature that appears to be reaching up and grabbing like an apple from a tree. It's an ornate carving, appears to be made out of stone.
do I recognize this?
Yeah, it's the thing that you've talked to on multiple occasions.
Yeah, this, it's the paralysis demon that keeps on,
That is not a paralysis demon. That is an archfey.
Oh, what?
Excuse me.
It is a true fey. It's a creature that is bound to this this item.
You spoke to that?
I did, but I was half asleep every
What?
single time.
At what point did you have a chance to do that?
What deal did you make?
Well, fortunately, this creature is responsible for the death of his sire.
I see. What was that thing?
And has killed so far 64 mortals in his name.
In
Wait,
Luke's
and who's
name?
in?
Yes, it has become highly aggressive towards anything that even speaks remotely poorly of Luke Langley.
It's my biggest critic.
No, he's your biggest fan.
Fan.
Oh, yes.
Stan, even.
Yes.
Yes.
You had this thing kill your sire.
Not
Admirable.
purposefully, I did not think it was going to kill her.
The words of a true fae are very precise, like a scalpel for a surgeon. In fact, let me show you. And you watch as he pulls up a crystal orb. You watch as it begins to grow cloudy and an image begins to appear on the inside of it. It's a bar. You see some guy like watching the TV. I can probably people giving Luke Langley sucking this dude off. Dude could barely fucking play. Overrated as fuck. And he watches, like, the guy's like, gets up and walks out of the bar, and you watch him walk down the street, and as soon as he passes the alley, there's just, hears the sound of limbs and bones breaking before, like, what the fuck, and just pulled into and just obliterated.
Wow, Luke.
I didn't know. I mean, that's something that I didn't know this was happening.
So we have more issues. So hopefully the camera doesn't catch on.
Okay, this is all I said. All I said was I was very frustrated with Brittany at the time, and I said I just wanted something to, like, someone to take care of her. I did not think it would result in her final death.
Well, else did you think about?
and then-
it meaning someone
You
take
see
care
him
of
holding
her?
the glass orb,
And
and
then-
the cloud begins to change.
And,
what's
and
this
then,
now?
what the fuck is this?
And it shows Luke Langley
Oh no!
sleeping in the bathtub with this thing on top of, like, crouched over
Look
him.
at this. You telling me you wouldn't wake up and be like, agree to anything that thing says to you?
You want me to take care of your enemies? I'll make them all go away. Every single one of them.
Yeah, sure. Get the fuck off of me.
See? I wanted to go back to sleep. I did not think it was going to be.
You watch Z. Is that is a very, very strong thing to say to a true Fae. Now,
It's
granted,
kind of a cool toy. You should do JB next. I want to see his house burn down.
we do not have time to show
That
everyone's
was traumatic.
life story. And
I
if
was
anything,
13.
I just don't believe that you didn't do it yourself.
If anything, what?
if anything, I would again like to apologize. The True Fae has been my more or less a how would I word it? Unique guide to the dreaming. I've used him to access certain portions of the hedge. And, unfortunately, when I let him out to do that, he deviated from that goal. Apparently, he just really liked hockey.
So what I'm hearing is this is
I
your
cannot,
fault.
I cannot blame him for liking the hockey, but can you put the genie back in the bottle now, maybe?
It doesn't work like that, Luke.
He never works like that.
There's no putting it back in the bottle.
The
I
syrup
haven't.
bottle. We should have said the syrup bottle.
The syrup bottle?
I have him contained for now. However, I can't keep him contained forever.
So what am I supposed to do? I don't want them killing all of
Maybe we should tell him that.
Chicago.
Why not make our job easier?
I mean,
You should have told him to kill
Can't
Jedediah.
oh, that would have been a good idea at the time.
Maybe it's not too late.
I assure you, you do not want to release that thing again. It seems to choose its targets at random now because
But
of.
what if he told it like, hey, this is Jedediah guy. Jedediah said that I was like the world's worst hockey player. And he made me cry all night. I couldn't fall asleep because I was crying all night. What if he does something along those lines?
I would kill for you if someone said that.
We cannot trust the chaotic nature of these creatures. I will say, though, that there is a way for you to end your connection with him. It, I should say. I'm going to allow you to finish your course of action for tonight. Then you will just need to return here to begin a ritual.
And what does this ritual involve?
You will have to enter his domain.
It sounds like a terrible idea, I don't know.
That was an immediate response.
Well, if that is the case, then I will have no other choice but to release it
Okay,
and allow you to face its consequences.
what am I supposed to do in its domain? Where
I don't know. It depends on the entity.
Kill it.
I do
I'm
not.
allowed to like take guess because JB is good at hunting stuff like this.
What-
It's
what
just
does it-
something I don't-
Yeah, take me in
I-
there with you.
What does this have to do with Jebediah and getting to the sword?
Well, I can empower Luke and give him a little bit of an extra jolt. However, it will have a rubber banding effect, I guess you could word it. You go so far one way and it starts to pull you back the other. Long story short, layman's terms here. I'm going to use the True Fae's power and transfer it into Luke temporarily. This will then bounce back and pull you into its realm after you're done, regardless of where you are.
Two birds, one stone.
And so, what exactly am I supposed to do in there? Because what is the likeliness of me getting out?
Well, some kindred have gone and come back only after a short few years. Other kindred have never been seen again. It is an unfortunate circumstance that you are currently in. However, it is not all doom and gloom. It seems though you have the advantage that this entity is quite fond of you. Most kindred that enter that with a true fae are experiencing something that despises them or views them as like a sick toy. It views you as like an idol, like a stalker, like a flaw.
Couldn't you give me a true fae as a stalker?
Since you killed your first one, yeah.
Again, I didn't mean to do that.
Stalker Wars.
I mean, what choice do I have?
You don't have to do this. I'm giving you the option. It would be the most noble and courageous thing to do, which I know is very hard for you with your humanity fractured and just disintegrating nightly for you. But
Look at me face.
I mean, his is pretty fresh. He hasn't been broken yet.
Do I look courageous to you?
very well. Then, if that is not the case, I can at least for the shortest term, I can teleport you directly to your, at least as close as to Brother Jebediah as I possibly can.
Yes, that.
What about Gabe?
Well, he'd be what? He has to go down with us, doesn't he? Does he have to go down with us?
So, let me get to the streets. You can only do one or the other. You can either give me the rubber band effect.
I can do both.
Oh.
I'm not going to forcefully bind you to your true fae. I'm just telling you that it will have a repercussion when that effect ends.
Okay, let's say I do this. Okay, I go in. Do I ask him to stop killing people?
That is the goal, yes. I would prefer if you had it stop its murderous rage upon the mortal realm.
And he will be like, okay, no problem.
It is a creature of its own fruition. It has its own thoughts and emotions.
He'll probably want something in return.
Do you want me to let you speak to it?
Give him your hair.
I can give you a few minutes.
Give him your finger. Just cut one of those suckers off. I'll do it for you.
Oh,
Put a little acid bath and give me a little finger bone necklace.
okay, I mean, let's just do it. What could go wrong, right?
You want me to infuse you then?
Sure.
All right. Now I will warn you that you will feel an extreme surge of energy and strength. You will be connected to a realm of another existence entirely, and it could wildly alter your personality.
You didn't say anything about this.
While you're under the effect, not permanently.
Oh.
Once you rubber band back, just beware that for the time being, that you and the true fae will sort of be the same person at the same time.
Is he gonna murder us?
No, he will have his own thoughts. It's just he might be a little quirky.
This isn't the type of quirky that I want to deal with.
It's not the type of quirky that Jebediah wants to deal with either.
Well, we're gonna be the ones dealing with it first. I'm not
Are
even
you
fucking
ready?
anything.
Is it going to hurt?
Not at all.
Okay.
Here, a gift. He opens his hand, and as he does, it reveals a green marble.
Okay.
This is the most awkward.
You take
Just
it?
take it.
As soon as you take it, you watch his fingers touch it, and he.
I immediately go in.
Yeah.
Just like that.
All right. Well, now that he is trapped for all eternity, I'm joking. But I could do that. So, you know. Wizard stuff. All right. This will only take a few moments, then he'll be back. Is there anything that you guys can use to keep him focused?
Did anyone bring his mask?
I'm sure he brought his mask.
Well, that doesn't help us now.
Is this mask some sort of connected to his identity?
His alter ego.
He has an alter ego. Oh, well, this will be perfect.
Perhaps you've heard of Sports Ball Man.
No, that is a ridiculous name. No,
Don't tell him that.
Okay.
It's a hockey mask.
He thinks that he put it on in front of us and pretended to be somebody else.
Well, someone grab it then.
I think it might be on him.
I think it's in his duffel bag.
Was the duffel bag on you?
No, I probably would have left it in the car.
Okay.
I'll go get it.
All right, so you go get it, and as you come back, do you have the mask?
I'm just picturing it being a game.
All right, and who here is his best
Don't ask
friend?
any questions.
Is anyone here who has the best connection with him? JB. Seem like you have had a kinship with him?
I was responsible for his actions, yeah.
Good, good. Could perhaps I get a little bit of your blood?
Oh boy.
A little bit of my blood.
A drop is all I need.
Don't turn me into nothing.
All right. Takes his finger, and you watch as a little silver needle comes out, and he pulls out the green gem. As soon as the blood hits it, the green gem begins to change red. All right. Say hello to the new sports ball man. And you come out. And as he comes out, Justin, I want you to give me the best mix between Pennywise and Luke Langley.
Oh no! I gotta do this.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I'm gonna give you a whole week to work on that.
So I'll give you a whole week to practice that, and you guys will have to see y'all next week on this season finale.
Oh God!
I am sports ball man.
Thank you all for joining us on the semi-season finale. Be sure to turn in next week for our season finale, episode 20, Doomsday. Thank you all. Good night.